Welcome to DRX Learning Hub, your trusted channel for Bachelor of Pharmacy first-year learning. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic from pharmaceutical analysis, electrochemical methods of analysis. Electrochemical methods of analysis are techniques that study chemical reactions by measuring electrical properties such as voltage, current, or charge. These methods are widely used in pharmaceutical analysis, environmental testing, clinical diagnostics, and industrial quality control. Electrochemistry deals with the relationship between chemical changes and electrical energy. In simple words, it explains how chemical reactions can either produce electricity or be driven by electricity. We study three major techniques: potentiometry, measurement of electrode potential without drawing current. Key points: works based on the Nernst equation, uses ion-selective electrodes or ISE, reference electrodes, calomel electrode, silver or silver chloride electrode. Common application: pH measurement using glass electrode. Advantages: simple, accurate. Useful for weak electrolytes. Alright, let's talk about conductometry. It's basically the measurement of electrical conductivity of a solution. The principle is pretty straightforward. Conductivity increases when there's an increase in ion concentration, or when the mobility of ions goes up. The apparatus used includes a conductivity cell, a Wheatstone bridge, and what's called the cell constant, or K. Conductometry finds applications in determining the endpoint in titration, checking the purity of water, and estimating the amount of electrolytes present. Now, moving on to polarography and voltammetry. These techniques involve measuring current as you vary the applied voltage. The main principle here is that, at a dropping mercury electrode, often called DME, the current changes with the potential, and this gives you a polarogram. Some key terms to remember are half-wave potential, or E1/2, limiting current, and diffusion current. Applications include trace metal analysis, like for lead, cadmium, and zinc, pharmaceutical drug assays, and even analysis of environmental pollutants. So, inside a typical electrochemical cell, you'll find two electrodes, the anode and the cathode, along with an electrolyte solution and an external circuit that allows electrons to flow. Oxidation takes place at the anode, while reduction happens at the cathode. Just remember the mnemonic, oil rig. Oxidation is loss, reduction is gain. It's a handy way to keep things straight. So, electrochemical methods actually play a crucial role in pharmaceuticals. They help in the determination of pH, ions, and even trace metals. Not just that, they're used for the assay of drug molecules and also for quality control of tablets, injections, and raw materials. Plus, they're really important for environmental monitoring of effluents as well. Well, electrochemical analysis is highly sensitive, which means it can detect very low concentrations. It's also quick and accurate, and honestly, it only needs a minimum sample requirement. That's pretty convenient, right? But, there are a few things to keep in mind. The process requires calibration, and the electrodes definitely need maintenance. Also, some techniques actually require skilled operation, so a bit of expertise is needed. So, to sum it all up, electrochemical analysis is a powerful and sensitive group of techniques based on the measurement of potential, which is potentiometry, conductivity, called conductometry, and current voltage, like polarography or voltammetry. These methods are practical, reliable, and widely used across pharmaceutical, medical, and environmental laboratories. Like, share, और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें DRX Learning Hub को. Thank you.